Stay quiet. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play some games. Yeah. Fort.
I don't know why I love you, I just don't know why. Because you're such a pain in the neck. Tell me why I love
That
you.
is Pokemon.
Huh? Why on earth do I love you? I don't know.
Pokemon.
I was trying to change this, but it mixed up. No, what on earth have I done? I really have to try to come out of it. Alright, Jake. I was watching something I really want to see.
People don't.
Here we go.
The silk sheets were tangled around two bodies that weren't supposed to be there. I stood in the doorway of my own bedroom, shopping bags from Preston's favorite bakery still in my hands, watching my husband.
Watching my husband.
My husband of 5 years with a woman I once called friend. They didn't hear me. The penthouse was too large, the carpet too plush, their activities too consuming. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I didn't throw the anniversary cake I'd picked up onto their naked bodies. Instead, I set the bags down silently in the hallway, pulled out my phone, and took exactly 3 photos. The camera didn't make a sound. I turned that feature off years ago because Preston hated when my phone made noise during his business calls. Walking backwards in my heels without making a sound was harder than I expected.
Some buffet that was up in the moon. Where you can make flowers. Let me just yeah, boy, hold on. Whoa, wait, it's actually good. Okay. This is you. Oh. Okay.
Oh, you didn't want to watch anything? You're not answering it.
I am.
I thought you were shopping. Once he grabbed it, audacity made me laugh out loud in the empty car. He didn't even know I'd been home. He knew I'd seen everything. He probably planned to shower, spray some cologne, and pretend he'd been working in his home office all day. I typed back. Something came up. Don't wait for me. Then I drove to the one place I knew I could think clearly. Rochelle's house in Brooklyn. My best friend since high school took one look at my face and pulled me inside without questions. Her apartment was small compared to my penthouse, but it felt like home in a way my marble palace never had. What happened? Rochelle asked, pouring me tea without asking if I wanted
And we
any.
got this
She knew I
here.
did.
Nope.
I showed her the
This
photos.
here. Yep.
Rochelle's brown eyes
Keep
went
this
cold.
here.
That piece of trash. And with Brittany, I never liked that girl. Remember
You
when she
remember
tried
what
to
Daddy
get
said
credit
he
for
was
your
going to
design
buy?
project senior year?
What food?
No.
I said,
He said he was
my
going to
voice
buy
sounded
something.
strange.
I don't remember.
The best divorce
Not
attorney in the
chicken,
city.
is it?
Someone who
I
can
don't
move
think
fast and hit hard. You're not going to try counseling
I
or
don't think
confront
it's
him
chicken.
first. Rochelle asked carefully. I met her
Oh, you
eyes.
might break the glass.
He's done this before. I found hotel receipts 2 years ago. Charges at jewelry stores for pieces I never received.
Ready.
I told myself I was being paranoid.
Yes.
That he worked late
Ready.
because he was building an empire. But I knew
Oh,
Rochelle. Deep down, I always knew.
Yes.
I just didn't want to
Ready.
admit I'd made a mistake marrying him. You didn't make a mistake. He's the one who broke vows. No, I made a mistake staying after the first time I suspected. I made a mistake believing him when he said I was imagining things. I made a mistake thinking his money and status made up for how small he
I
made me
did not
feel.
know
I
you
set down
also
the
the
teacup,
mushroom.
but I'm not making any more mistakes. I want out, and I want him to know this wasn't a negotiation. Rochelle pulled out her laptop.
Still cold
My
out
cousin's wife is a partner at Morrison and Associates. They handle high-profile divorces. Discretion guaranteed, and they don't lose. Within an hour, I had a consultation scheduled for first thing Monday morning. It was Friday evening now. I had the entire weekend to plan. Stay here tonight, Rochelle said. Antonio's working the night shift at the hospital, so you can have the guest room.
Okay.
We'll order food and figure out your next steps. Preston will wonder where I am. Let him
You
wonder.
okay?
You've spent 5 years
You
managing
can play the
this
game
business.
then, and just
He can
that's
manage
good.
his own for
Yes.
Okay, good.
She was right.
Can I borrow
I
it?
texted Preston.
No. Yes.
Staying at
Give it that.
just trying to get something soft and
nice.
nice.
Anymore. His response came quickly.
Okay, not
Whatever.
even paying attention
Don't
to
forget we
it.
have the charity gala tomorrow
It could
night.
make me feel
Wear the
good.
blue dress. I stared at the message. Even now he was telling me what
What's
to
he
wear,
doing?
making decisions about my time.
You making
Sitting on the ball
colors?
in line like always.
No, this
Changing
is your
plans,
cake making colors.
I'm not just getting
Come
a
on, more. I don't
divorce.
want you to fall
I'm
off the
taking
bed.
back
Put your bottom.
everything to
Put your
make
bottom.
me
This
Your
way.
palm till you got off the
That
bed.
night, I
Yeah, your
made a list.
bottom. Put your
All
bottom
the
to near
choices
towards the
I
wall.
made.
Yes.
Your palm till you got off the bed. Right, look,
The
I
gifts his
got off
mother
the
had given me that were
bed.
legally mine. The car titled in my name. I hadn't worked in 5 years, but I'd been married to a billionaire. The prenup Preston insisted on had loopholes his lawyer probably thought I was too unsophisticated to notice. But I'd read every word of that document 3 times before signing. I might have been blinded by love, but I'd never been stupid. By Sunday night, I had a plan. Monday morning, I'd meet with the attorney. Monday afternoon, I'd start moving assets. By Monday evening, I'd be ready to serve papers. Preston called 6 times over the weekend. I answered twice, keeping my voice light and normal. Yes, I'd be at the gala. Yes, I was fine. No, nothing was wrong. Just needed time with Rochelle. He never asked what we talked about. Never asked if I was okay. He just wanted to confirm I'd be where he needed me, wearing what he wanted, smiling for the cameras. I'd smile all right. But it would be the last time I performed for Preston Jenkins. Monday morning arrived with crystal clear skies. I dressed in a green suit I bought years ago, before Preston started dictating my wardrobe. It still fit perfectly. At Morrison and Associates downtown office, I was ushered into a conference room with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. Attorney Patricia Morrison was 50, silver-haired, and had eyes that missed nothing. She listened to my story without interruption,
You pull off now. Come
occasionally
on,
making
mirror.
notes on her tablet. You have photos? She asked. I slid my phone across the
Bottom
table. She examined each image with professional
What are you
detachment.
looking for?
These are good. Clear,
The
date stamped,
cap
metadata
to
intact.
see.
What about the prenup?
The cap for
I pulled
this
out my
one.
copy, already tagged
sure you
at the
have it?
relevant sections.
I didn't see
Patricia's
it.
eyebrows rose slightly as she flipped
I
through
didn't
my
see it.
annotations.
I know you
You've done
have
your
it.
homework,
No, let
she
me
said
go.
approvingly.
I get up and you go.
Most people don't bother reading
I
these
didn't
things
think about
properly.
it.
I read everything I signed. Smart woman. Patricia leaned back in her
See?
chair. Here's the situation.
I
The
don't see
prenup
it.
protects his premarital
You look?
assets and his company. However, property
I don't
acquired
see it.
during the marriage is fair game.
What do you
You're
mean you know
entitled
my
to half
habit?
of
Did
all
you see me
marital
with it?
assets. The infidelity also
Huh?
gives us leverage.
Oh, you're
though New
accusing
York
me
is
like
no
that and you
fault.
didn't see
It
me with
matters for
it.
negotiations. I don't want negotiations, I said firmly. I want what's legally mine and I want out fast. Patricia smiled. It wasn't a warm smile. It was the smile of a shark spotting blood in the water. I like you already. Let's talk strategy. We spent 3 hours going through everything. The condo in Miami purchased 2 years ago. The investment portfolio Preston's advisors set up in both our names. The car collection. Even the artwork in our penthouse, most of which I'd selected and purchased with marital funds. You'll need somewhere to stay once we serve papers, Patricia
I
advised.
saw this one already.
He'll likely try to force you out of the penthouse, claim it's his premarital property. It is his premarital property, I confirmed. I don't want it anyway. Too many bad memories. Good. That makes things cleaner. Find an apartment this week. We'll serve him Friday at his office. Public, professional, lots of witnesses. Men like Preston Jenkins hate being embarrassed. It'll throw him off balance. I left the law office feeling lighter than I had in years. My next stop was a bank Preston didn't know about. Years ago, before we married, I'd opened an account at a small credit union. It had maybe $2,000 in it, money from design jobs I'd done in college. I'd never closed it. Now I reopened it fully, updating my information, setting up online access. This would be my safe account, where I'd move money that was legally mine. The joint checking account had $47,000 in it. Money Preston deposited for household expenses. I was authorized to withdraw up to $50,000 without his signature. I transferred $45,000 to my new account. He might notice, but by the time he did, it wouldn't matter. Next, I visited the storage unit I'd rented that morning. It cost $200 a month, paid from my new account. Over the next few days, I'd fill it with everything I wanted from the penthouse.
I hope my
My
son is
clothes,
okay.
my books, my personal items. All the things Preston thought were his because they lived in his space. Rochelle met me for lunch. How'd it go with the lawyer? Better
How many
than
sons
expected.
do I have?
We're serving him
Zero.
this Friday. Rochelle's
have
not
two
Your
sons.
son is my.
That's 4 days away.
I have your dad
The
is
sooner
my
I know,
son.
the better.
Your
My
son.
dad is my
I
son.
need to find
Your
an
dad
apartment.
is my
Something small and
son.
manageable.
And
Somewhere that's mine.
your
Your
son
dad.
is my
Rochelle
dad.
squeezed my
Your
hand.
dad is my
You're doing the
son.
right thing, Naomi.
And then I have
I know it
Uncle
doesn't feel
Miguel.
good right
that
Your
lives with
dad is
Noe.
my son.
Terrifying, I admit.
And then I have Auntie
Your
Philippa.
dad is my
What if
son.
nobody wants to hire me? What
And
if my skills
No.
are outdated?
yes,
Girl,
No.
please. You made a
Yeah.
name for yourself before Preston
your
came
dad
along.
is my
Your
son.
portfolio speaks for itself. Besides,
My son
you've
is
been
your
managing
dad.
that entire penthouse, planning parties for hundreds of people.
You can't
before
have any
meeting with
sons.
vendors.
You're too
Those
young.
are skills. She was right, but fear still gnawed at me. Preston had always said I didn't need to work, that his money was our money, but it was never our money. It was his money that he allowed me to spend. There's a difference. That afternoon, I viewed 6 apartments. 5 were terrible. The 6th was a 2-bedroom in a renovated building in Manhattan. Hardwood floors, big windows, a kitchen that actually had counter space. It was a tenth the size of the penthouse, but felt twice as warm. I'll take it, I told the landlord. Don't you want to think about it? Discuss with your husband? I'm separated. The apartment is for me alone. I can pay